What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to discuss some harsh realities about living at home with your parents. Now that you're out of college or done with high school or whatever you're doing, you're working full-time, things are a little different and they're probably not exactly what you're expecting, because I know for me, I was expecting something totally different, and then I got here and found out that, you know, what I expected is not going to happen. So I thought I'd share some of those things with you. Hopefully you can relate to this video. You might be going through some of the same changes that I'm going through, and yeah, hopefully I can help someone out. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button below. Also follow me on my social media so that way you can find out more about me on a personal level. That way you just know a little bit more about me, you know a little bit more about what I'm dealing with on a day-to-day basis. All right, well, we'll get right into this video. So the number one harsh reality that I had to face was that I'm an adult now. Duh, of course. So that means certain things that I got away with, or certain things that I used to do when I was a kid, no longer is going to work anymore. So I can't have things handed to me. I can't have things made for me. I have to get up and do it myself. And that's just the way it is. Even if I am living at home with mom, that is just, I have to do things myself. I'm an adult and I need to take care of myself. The next harsh reality that I had to deal with was just realizing that I have responsibilities, financial and other responsibilities. Like for example, I live here now. So now that I'm working full time, I have a responsibility to help out around the house, whether it's, you know, doing some dishes, or, cleaning up in the living room, or even like helping my mom out by giving her some money every month to help with groceries, light bill, water bill, whatever you are soaking up in the house, you need to either help replenish it, or you need to do something else around the house that is going to be beneficial for everyone. Okay, I think the biggest reality I had to face, which is actually something I'm still facing, is that you and your parents are not roommates, okay? If you're like me and you came from college and you had roommates the entire time and that's what you dealt with, you guys discussed, the light bill, you guys discussed what you're gonna keep the air on, you guys discussed who's gonna do dishes this day, who's gonna do it that day, like what you're paying for, all that stuff. Everything was mutually discussed between roommates. But it's not like that when you're back at home. Nothing is going to be mutually discussed with your parents. Your parents have their way of living and they have their world and we're just living in it, basically. And so I think you're gonna have to find a balance between letting your parents know, like, hey, these are some of the things that, I want to do or I want to contribute in because I'm an adult now, and finding that, other side of, well, they're still going to tell you what to do because they're your parents, and, that's just the way it is. Which kind of brings me to my next point, is that this is still their house. Okay, this is still your parents' house. So what they say goes, no matter if you're paying half on the mortgage or whatever, you're doing half of the chores, this is still their house. The house is still in their name. So you still have to abide by the rules of their house, okay? That's just the way it is, and it sucks, but that's what I have to deal with right now. For example, me and my mom, we always get into it about the air conditioner. She hardly likes to run the air for some reason. I know, like, it runs up the bill or whatever, but meanwhile, I'll be like sweating in my room and I'm just like, Mom, it is too freaking hot in here. Like, and a couple of times I have just turned up the AC, and then you know, a couple hours later when my mom notices, then I'm getting yelled at. And I don't quite understand why. In my head, I'm paying, you know, I'm helping on this bill. So why can't I have a say in how the air is so I won't be sweating, you know? Like, she tells me, well, if you're hot, then, you know, wear less clothes and you won't be so hot and da da da. And I'm just kind of like, well, if you're cold, put on more clothes. But either way, I had to realize that this is still her house and, you know, she still has house rules. So that includes not touching the air conditioner. Like, that's a big thing in this house. Don't touch the air conditioner unless your name is on the freaking house note. And my name is not, so yeah. Also, another harsh reality is that you have to respect your parents' house, okay? And by that, I mean, kind of like what I was saying before, your parents have house rules and you have to abide by them because you are still living under their roof and they are still maintaining an extra person in this house, meaning you. Yes, you're an adult, and yes, you're helping out around the house, but that still doesn't mean that you can make your own rules because it's not your house, okay? I'm not gonna have my boyfriend in my room with the door closed and whatever, because that's just not how we do it here. I mean, some parents are cool and hey, whatever, cool. Whatever floats your boat, but here in my house, there are no closed doors when there are boys here. And I think the last harsh reality that I had to realize was the only way you're going to get what you want is if you move out. That's just plain and simple. That is the only way you're gonna get what you want. And when you move out, you can make your own rules, your own house rules or whatever. You can set your own AC, which is what I'm waiting for. You can set your own curfew, whatever. Everything is going to be up to you. But it won't be up to you until you move out. So, you know, that's the life right now. That's what I'm trying to work up to. I'm trying to save up and get to that point where I can move out and then I can tell people what to do in my apartment, you know? So, yeah, that's the life. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys can really relate to this video. These are definitely some things that I am going through right now as I speak. So I really wanted to, you know, help someone out there and just let you know that I'm going through this too. I promise you, this is not an act. This is not a joke. Like, I am living with my mother. If you really like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and let me know what are some of your personal struggles now that you've moved back in with your parents. Like, I wanna know, because I wanna know like what your struggle is and how you overcame it, because I'm trying to learn still. So let's teach each other. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos like this in the future, and follow me on my social media. That way you can get a little sneak peek into my life, you know, outside of YouTube. And yeah, and I think that's it for this video. So I'll see you in my next video. All right, bye.